Hi. Yeah, I had to do a video on Facebook, so if you want to go back there and see what it's all about, go ahead. It was done about an hour ago under my name. Um, in the video, I described at the end how our planetary system is set up and ELENIN. And the way we're set up under the new findings is that odd numbers are male, odd numbers are red. Okay, there are 7 odd numbers in a suit and 1 card. That means 7. There are 6 even numbers. That means the male is 7, the female is 6. So when you have the spirit of 76, you have the spirit of man and female. In 1776, it was the spirit of God, of man and woman. So that was really strong back then. And now we're coming into 235, 239. 239 is the 239 anyways. That's 239 is equal to 240. And 240 is in the year 2016 since the, what do you call it again? The Independence Day. And 240 is your each dice that you roll to go around the Monopoly board 1 time, in which represents the 40. The 240 can represent 10 days. 10 days in which is 6 days, okay, because you can never double the numbers. You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's after 6? You're counting the days. No, 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 no. Not 7. 6 is an after 7. What world are you from? In the spirit world, you see, the 7th point is the point that connects you to the other 3 worlds. Up in heaven, you don't have any of that anymore. So you count the 6. So when they had the 613 laws of Moses, sorry about that, when they had the 613 laws of Moses, they went 6 days, 1 day, 3 days, because they knew they couldn't double up the days, and they had to go as many days as they could in order. So they had to go all the way to 6, 1, 3. That makes 10. Hello. They went to the maximum 6, they went to the 1, they went to the 3. The 1 creation of the 6th man, 3 times 1 times 6 is 18 pi, 3 plus 1 plus 6 equals 10, 28, beta world, 2 plus 8, 2 times 8, 16, 26. God's world, 2 and 6, 8, heaven. The end. Anyways, I was discussing with them what the ELENIN was going to do and how the planetary setup is. And don't forget about the YMCA, because the YMCA are actually a lot of things are set up. That A is multi-usable. Okay, it can be used as the ace can be used as a, or the 4 can be used as an ace. And anyways, here's the planets. Okay, you got Earth across from Mercury. You got Jupiter in between. You got Uranus and Pluto. Okay, and on the bottom, okay, you have Venus in the center. You've got Neptune at the bottom. You got Mars. So this is why we're split up. Okay, it's a split up planetary system. Now, which system do we run under? Earth, or do we run under the beta system where it says Saturn is man, because that's the 6th position. So man is in the 6th position of Saturn, yet we're here on Earth. We'll figure that out, because we're man 6. 2 beta times 3 creation equals 6 man. 2 plus 3 equals the 5 angel spirit. That connects us. So anyways, we don't have to have the Jupiter in the center, because I put the Jupiter in the center of both of them. But what it is Jupiter should be here, and then it should be the worlds up here, and then the worlds down here. Everybody going around Jupiter. Okay, so right now, ELENIN, okay, should be about here. So don't forget, one world spins one way, right, inside the other world. This spins inside this world. Okay, so are they calling for it to be in Venus here? Is this the way they represent their Venus, as in this? You have to move around your numbers for mine, because now our numbers will not match. because I got Venus standing up over here, okay? And the reason I'm saying this, even if we matched up mine against theirs, they're not in the same zone. There's going to be a turbulence in between once it passes. So the only reason I'm telling you this is because I agree with that. If they're wrong, I'm wrong. If they're right, I just believe in them. Because this world goes this way, then it goes this way, and it turns two ways, and it's a sphere, and there's a lot of turbulence, and this. It's not that ELENIN is going to give up anything, it's that turbulence that's going to force it, and it's going through the different zones, because it's odd, even, odd, even. When it goes from an odd number into an even number, it's a different zone. So that's where the rock and the change is. That's why you get the odd number years, they say, are worse than the even number years. Well, it's because you're changing zones, okay? And positive numbers is normally a better zone. Anyways, I'm not exactly sure where she is on my map, okay? But she's changing the zone once she leaves Venus and cuts through Earth within the next 5 days, they call. Don't forget, it may have started already. It just didn't show up yet. A big bang? It is what it is. Okay, what are you going to go on to next? Oh yes, the thing I was telling you about, that male is odd, right? But remember, there's a lot of things that are more odd than that, because apparently if you went drilled all the way down to the other side of the world, their time is not the same as ours. They don't plug the plugs in the wall the same as ours. Some people are still using systems of metric. Some people are using a system of Fahrenheit or whatever. And so our world is a mixed up world. Okay? And man is 6, right? So on the cards, you'll see 6 eyes on the jacks. 2 jacks will be missing an eye. Pirate jacks! We are in the pirate lands of God. We have sailed many seas, and what have we brought with us? We have brought the islands. We bring islands to everybody. Barbados. They brought the islands. They separated some. They cut others in half. They split. Oh my God, they divided it up so much until they came up to the island that for some reason keeps bugging me. Laval, Laval, Laval. I did a letter count on it, and I also did an exchange with other languages, their letters, and then what their letters compared to in other languages, and getting the letter that fits all 3 or 4 languages just to see. And I came up with the name Galag, and I don't know what it means. Galaga, Galag. Anyways, whatever it is, something, and it also runs down the 117 highway, and that's 11-7, which is man, angel, and spirit, and God of the heavens. 117. It crosses over the 158. Well, of course it crosses over the 158. That's crossing through Venus, Beta, and heaven, right here in Saint Jerome. That's really crazy, eh? Oh my God. We have a Maxi and a Metro there, and I think they got not a Dollarama. Oh, they got a liquor store. I don't think I ever went in there. In fact, I don't know if I ever went in a liquor store in the last 10 years. Now I'm sounding like the lady on Who Never Kissed a Guy. What's that lady's name? Anyways, what else can I back up to? Yes, bar mitzvah and bat mitzvah. There's more than one in here, okay? Because man is odd, okay? 7, his spirit is 5. The angel is 6, the spirit of 5. So man would be the 12. You know what's funny about 12? Getting back to bar mitzvah in a minute, is that on your digits from 1 to 9, right? Patternized as Trinity, 3, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, just like your phone. Only the 3 crossing over the 9, okay, in the row to the right, I call it the eastern side. 3 and 9 will say 12, which is what the telephone setup is with the 12 placements. Okay, so we know the bottom 3 placements mean something. So the dog pound that shows 9 is now telling me there's 12. So now I have to find where the other 4 are, and I'm assuming They're out there somewhere. I don't know where they forget. Give me a couple of minutes to look. Slow me down. Yes, so the bar mitzvah, a king who is man. He is the 13th card in the deck. 13 bar mitzvah. The queen is the 12th card in the deck. 12 is bar mitzvah. The 11 is the jack. It's the 11th card in the deck. He's man, angel, and spirit, all in one card. He's no lesser a man or more of one than anything else about anything else of anything other than. Anyways, the other thing about that is the female starts with the beta spirit, 2. Okay? She goes all the way up to 10. Okay? At 10, her explanation being a 4 angel and 6 person makes her 10. 10 and the 2 makes her the 12 for bar mitzvah. The 13, the man starts at 1, so he needs 12 to get all the way up to bar mitzvah. In all actuality, you see, that's not right. Okay. The king and the queen, yes, are the 13th card and the 12th card, but in order to come into this world, you have to get 14. The 14th part of Rubik's Cube, okay, in which is not really a 14th part. It all depends what the inside looks like. The 14th part is actually just a cross. It's a crossbar. It could be a crossbar. I don't know how the way the Rubik's Cube is made. Either it's a circle inside or it's a cross. But you turn it like a cross. So even if there's no cross in it, because of the way you turn it, you're creating cross action. Creating the cross. Doesn't matter how you turn it, it's still a cross. You turn it this way, and that way, and this way, and that way, you go nowhere. Or if you turn it this way, and then this way, and then this way, now you're turning the jar. Okay. So the 14th one on Rubik's Cube, okay, is the N letter. Now, if you have to go to the next Rubik's Cube, okay, you have to go another 27 away. That's why you go sometimes Y, because the Rubik's Cube causes the Y in the road. You see all these Ys? Okay, these are corners and crossways. Okay, you'll see these show up on the roulette wheel. Here they're in the corners. This world is standing up to the other world. Okay. Anyway, so Rubik's Cube, the minute you get to 14, you're on the next level. Then you get all the way up. You finish you're in the first cube. You're still in the first cube. Don't forget, there's cubes on top of each other. The minute you get to the next court, that will be the 41st. Okay, and that's the Mediterranean on Monopoly. And the only way to get it is to do exactly what I said. You must go 41 moves to get there. Okay, so what happens now, why is it a big change? Because now you're into the core of the next section. You're into the core section of the next section. So that brings you to 41. And then once you get to 68, you're into the last core, and there's only another 13 to go. And that's what 13 is all about in this world, is because up to 13, you're okay. Once you hit 14, you've connected to the spirit world, and you're no longer in the heavens. So, how many stations of one way or another way is God's world? 13. 3 plus 1 is 4. He's got the 4 corners. 1 times 3, 1 plus 3 is total of 7. You got 7 God's world again. That's all you need. The only time you have it, because the only thing that ever adds up to a 7 never does add up to a 7, because God is 1. And you repeat 1 again. 1 is repeated twice, and that's why we see it as 11. You understand what I'm saying? There is no 7. It's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and that's the way it goes. There is no 7. Without that one God, there is nothing at all. So if he had to be last, there wouldn't be us here at all to say anything. Okay? The dice is the only way. It's the dice, it's the golf ball, anything and everything. You see, I've been getting a lot of information. It's just, I've written down so much, I don't know what to share. I don't know what the questions are. It's just fantastic. It's just been very powerful. I'm not quite sure what I did and what I didn't do, but be well for now. I'll be up here probably in another hour. Have a nice afternoon. Thank you very much.